Hey guys, it is Duke, and welcome back to another episode of Single Player Survival. How you guys doing today? I am doing just fine. Actually, really interested in getting this episode going because I let out a poll on Twitter asking what people wanted to see tomorrow, and single player. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you either. I mean, like, that's really honestly what I wanted to do. I was hoping you guys would say it. And I hadn't released one in a week, so I was like, hey, you know, this is time. This is what I need to do. It's what people want to see. That makes me happy. And if you're unfamiliar with where we are, maybe you're new to the series, maybe you're new to the channel, we're in our mineshaft, which we started last episode, and we are going to continue working on off camera, but that's not really what today's episode is about. Oh, is it still night out? Dang, man, I swear, it's always nighttime on this world. But if you look up, you can see I've been starting this sort of, this tunnel down. And I think the design I'm going to have, it'll be interesting. It'll pop out. It'll really get your attention. And I feel there's enough color in it. It should look pretty good. So hopefully it does. I guess we'll find out the more and more I work on it. But that's not what we're doing today either. We are going to test our building skills on the exterior of the world, and we are going to try to get the main part of spawn a little bit farther complete, because I've done a lot of work off camera, actually. Work that is obvious, and once we go up there and it's daytime, you will see. I'm going to wait until it is daytime. So because of that, I'm going to pause the video right now, and we'll be back when it's daytime. It is finally morning, and I could finally come out to show you, wha-bam, our spawn fountain. Look how tremendously massive and beautiful this thing is. This thing is going to be an icon of spawn, and I feel like it worked out really well. I was a little bit worried when I first placed the water, because from up top, all I saw was that, and I was like, ooh, that looks really bad. And then I stepped down, and I looked at what the water does the farther down it goes. And guys, this thing is beautiful. This looks really freaking cool. And I am very happy that I spent the time to put this all together. It did not take long. Not long at all. But it was very much so worth it. And, okay. Now, see the water, the texture pack, sort of throws me off. I don't know what's good water and okay, this is all good now. Okay, so I'm just gonna continuously place this because I need to stop the flow of the water so it looks a little bit better. But I really do like how this looks. Look how big it is. And I don't think it looks out of place at all. Once we get more of the spawn area sort of figured out, oh yeah, oh, it'll look nice. It'll definitely be worth it. But we're gonna probably get a lot done today. I have all day to whoa. I have all day to work on this, and I have some cool ideas. And there we go, all filled up. Awesome. So what I'd like to do is come in here, clear out all this sort of dirt, and fill in with cobblestone for now. For now, the cobblestone is just the best sort of block we can use, and I feel it's gonna let us know. You know, it's not permanent, and we're going to switch out a lot of it just for a better sort of spawn point. But I want this entire area to be stoned over, and that'll allow us to really sort of get a perspective of how big and how small we need things to be. In today's episode, we're going to be able to move the nether portal over here because there's definitely enough time and enough space, and we're going to make a little bit of something up here because I want something to cover this so there's not water down there when I'm trying to, you know, go mining and stuff. And then another thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to have the mineshaft, we're going to have the nether portal, and then I think what we decided on the other stuff is a to-do list. And man, I'm going to have to watch the other video because I talked about what I wanted in the other spot, and it was a great idea. I think I said the dragon egg or something, but I think I'm gonna turn away from that for now, and we're gonna make a shrine to it in a different spot. If that's what it was. If it's not, then there's something I'm totally forgetting about, and it would probably fit a lot better. But at least in today's episode, we're gonna be able to figure out what we want to do with that and what we want to do with the portal. And once we've done that, I'm going to hit you guys back with some more footage because I think for right now, you guys just want to see work get done. We've not really done a lot of work in this series so far. A lot of it's been talking, a lot of it's been planning, but no actual building. And now that we have the resources to do so, I think we can finally start just letting our creative juices run and just get as much built and as much done in the time that we have today. So, I'm going to pause the video right here. And you're going to see me when a lot more has been done. Alright, so we have officially gathered everything over from the village, and now we're making our way back to spawn here because it's time to sort of set stuff up and get things rocking and rolling. So, first of all, food. I go through this bread really quickly, and food is definitely a situation that I need to solve in the next coming episodes. Probably next episode, maybe the episode after that. But I still need to spice up the skeleton spawner like I said I would. Because that's something that would be nice to get done. Plus, the fact that you can see it from spawn is very, very important. But there's a few things I'd like to talk about while we're here. We've gotten this entire thing cobbled out, which is great, but we're going to need to come in with other stuff eventually. We have this little shack here. It's a work in progress. It's not done. We need like a little roof and stuff over it. And here's where the outside like wall's going to be. And here's the entrance. So you're probably like, Duke, that is insane. Why would you do that? We're not going to keep it like that. We're going to move the entrance over to here. But rather than destroying that and fixing it and making it all how you think it would be, we're going to get rid of the ladder idea, and we're going to have a minecart system that brings you up and down here, which I feel will benefit us in the long run tremendously just because of the fact that minecarts are faster, and honestly, I hate using this ladder getting up and down. So that's going to be an ongoing project just because early on I don't have that much iron, and we don't really have enough to start yet. So the ladder's going to stay, and I'll just jump from side to side as I need. But we've moved almost everything up here. Probably don't want the TNT right there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have another one of these corners for the time being. Okay, this is not permanent, but for the time being, it's going to be my enchantment area just because it kind of needs it. I need a way to get enchants over here, and I don't like where that's placed. Let's not mine it with the bow. That would be very bad. We can use our silk touch pick instead, and we don't want that there either. But we know that if we do this correctly, which I think we have right there, we will be able to get plenty of XP levels and plenty of enchants. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And hold on, let's just make sure. Yeah, 30. Awesome. That's exactly what we wanted. Things are looking good, and I'm going to make a little pedestal for the obsidian, but I'm going to work on this even more because we're not done yet. We are not done with today's episode. Apparently, it's not dark enough, but I need to finish out the tunnel here at least. Even though we won't get the minecart in, I'll at least get all the wood and stuff done on the sides. And once we've done with that, I think we'll end off the episode after that because we've gotten a lot done, and I need to go mow. I need to go mow the lawn, and that takes me a good 3 hours, and because I have a big yard. Even with a large mower, it's a pain, but I need to get it done because I don't want my parents to be mad at me. That would be very, very bad. So I'm going to work on making a little pedestal. It'll be temporary, not something we want to keep. But just something that can get done, something that we can get out of the way, and we can get moved on to other stuff. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Oh, man, I've fallen this thing so much. All the way down. Rhoda! Oh my voice. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I am having trouble getting this thing done. Wow, it is taking absolutely forever. But we're almost done, and I think I'm not going to show this off just because you're seeing a lot of it right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish it up. And you guys aren't going to be able to see it because there's this giant stick thing in the way. But we're going to get it done. And once I've done that, I will wrap up the rest of today's episode. Because, you know, we've got a lot done. if you really think about it, I've gotten a lot. But we're going to wrap up the episode, and I'll be back. Alright, guys, so I think it's finally time for us to end off today's episode. We got a lot done. I mean, if you just look down, you can see all that. It's so beautiful, and we got a lot to get going on, guys. There's a lot of projects I'd like to start to get done relatively soon, and I feel as if I let you guys down a little bit starting off the series. The first episode was alright, but from the second to like the 5th episode, I really didn't do anything. There was not much project made, or much progress made, and I feel as if you guys expect a little bit more. So we're going to try to make more episodes like today's in which a lot gets done, and I feel as if that's very important. One thing, I want arches. I want these little like entranceways, and this is not the final design, but this is just a rough layout of what I sort of expect this thing to look like. You're going to only be able to walk in on the 4 directions, the cardinal directions, and it should work out in the end, should work out pretty well. But I got a lot of designing to do, but that's alright because I got to go edit all of this, and when that is done and uploaded, we'll be on to working on whatever other videos we have this week before we get around to this one for the next episode, because you know, I'm trying to get all 3 series equal playing time, and I feel as if this one was lacked a little bit. Now that I have one, though, out of the way, we should be able to go for 2 episodes this week. We'll see. I don't know yet. But thank you guys for watching. This has been Duke. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, be sure to leave a like and comment below. Telling me why you did. And if you're new to the channel or the series, be sure to subscribe, as there's always new single player coming out constantly. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Duke. Goodbye.